If you or someone you love depends on a medical device, choosing the wrong portable power station isn't just a bad purchase, it's a real risk. Today we're finding the best portable power stations for medical devices in 2026, so you can buy with total confidence. So here's the situation. You need reliable power for a CPAP, an oxygen concentrator, or another medical device. And a blackout or a camping trip is not the moment to find out you bought the wrong thing. The stakes here are genuinely different from picking a power station for your phone. We're talking about sleep apnea therapy, respiratory support, devices that people depend on every single night. Get the capacity wrong, get the output waveform wrong, and you've wasted hundreds of dollars on something that could actually damage your equipment. We've done the research, so you don't have to learn that the hard way. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which power station fits your device, your budget, and your situation. If you're running more than just a phone and a laptop, we're talking refrigerators, heaters, power tools, you need to think bigger. The BLUETTI Elite 200 V2 is priced at $798.99, and for what's packed inside, that number is worth taking seriously. You're getting a 2073.6 watt-hour capacity. That's enough to run a full-size refrigerator for a meaningful stretch, or keep critical devices alive through a multi-day outage. 4 AC outlets, each pushing 2,600 watts of continuous power, with a 3,900 watt powerlifting mode for high-draw appliances that need a surge to start. That covers a lot of real-world situations most power stations simply can't handle. The fast charging is genuinely impressive too. 0 to 80% in 50 minutes with dual AC and DC combined. The LFP battery is rated for over 6,000 cycles, so this isn't a 2-year purchase, it's a decade-plus investment. The trade-off? It's heavy, and that capacity is overkill if you're just weekend camping with light gear. But if your use case demands serious runtime and serious output, it earns every dollar. This is the one for you if maximum power and long-term reliability matter more than portability. If you want something that handles both home backup and weekend camping, without feeling like you're compromising either way, this is where the EcoFlow Delta 3 Classic lands. It sits in the mid-range of this list, and its price reflects that balanced positioning. You're getting 1,024 watt-hours of LIFEPO4 capacity, enough to run a refrigerator, charge laptops, or keep lights and medical devices on during an outage. The 1,800 watt AC output handles most household appliances without breaking a sweat, and that 100 watt USB-C port means fast device charging without hunting for adapters. What really separates it, though, is that 1-hour fast charge. When a storm's rolling in and your battery is low, that matters. A lot. The LIFEPO4 cells are rated for 10+ years of daily use, so this isn't a buy-it-and-replace-it situation. Owners rate it 4.7 out of 5 across 756 reviews. That's genuine satisfaction, not a handful of early fans. The one honest note, if you're running power-hungry construction tools or whole home loads, you'll want to look at the heavier options ahead. This is the one for you if you want a capable, fast-charging station that moves between the garage and the campsite with equal confidence. If your priority is keeping a CPAP machine running through the night without hauling a brick across the campsite, the Jackery Explorer 300 deserves a serious look. At $199, it sits at a price point that's genuinely hard to argue with for what you're getting. We're talking 292 watt-hours of capacity in a unit that weighs just 7.5 pounds, 17% lighter than the industry average, according to Jackery. That's a meaningful difference when you're loading up a pack or fitting gear into a car trunk. The battery chemistry here is LIFEPO4, which matters more than most people realize. You're looking at over 4,000 charge cycles before it drops to 70% capacity. That's more than 11 years of regular use. For a medical device backup or weekend camping, that's practically a set-it-and-forget-it investment. 6 devices can run simultaneously across 2 AC outlets, a 100-watt USB-C port, 2 USB-A ports, and a 12-volt car port. Pair it with a 100-watt solar panel, and you're back to 80% in about 2.8 hours off-grid. Over 11,000 reviews and a 4.6-star rating tells you this isn't a niche product. It's a proven one. The one honest caveat: 292 watt-hours won't cover heavy household loads for long. This is the one for you if you want a lightweight, long-lasting station built around travel and light medical device use. If you need CPAP support and pure sine wave output, but you're not ready to spend over $150, this next one is worth a hard look. The Marbaro M823 sits at $143.99. And for that price, you're getting a legitimate 237 watt-hours, 300-watt pure sine wave station that won't fry your sensitive electronics. That matters. A lot of budget stations cut corners with modified sine wave output, which can damage CPAP machines and laptops over time. Marbaro doesn't do that here. You also get a genuinely versatile port lineup: 2 AC outlets, 2 USB AQC 3.0 ports, 2 standard USB-A ports, a USB CPD port, and a DC output. That covers almost any device you'd bring camping or need during a home blackout. It weighs 4.6 pounds and fits in a backpack without complaint. The built-in LED lantern with an SOS mode is a small detail that becomes a big deal when the power goes out at midnight. Over 8,700 reviews and a bestseller badge suggest this isn't a fluke find. The trade-off is capacity. 237 watt-hours runs out faster than you might expect under heavier loads. This is the one for you if you want pure sine wave reliability and CPAP compatibility without pushing past the $150 mark. And now we've arrived at our number one pick. And honestly, this is the one that makes the most sense for most people watching this video. At $79.99, the Marbaro 88 watt-hours portable power station is the sweet spot where compact design, real output capability, and a price that doesn't sting all come together. That's a bestseller badge with over 8,700 reviews and a 4.2-star rating backing it up. Here's what matters for emergency medical device backup specifically: 88 watt-hours of capacity paired with a 120-watt peak AC outlet. That means you're running actual wall plug devices, CPAP machines, nebulizers, small medical monitors, not just USB charging. And the whole thing weighs 3.2 pounds and fits in your hand at 6.5 by 4.6 by 3.1 inches. Think DSLR camera. That's it. 8 output ports run simultaneously, and the built-in battery management system handles overload and short-circuit protection automatically. Charges back to 80% in 2 hours. Many owners also report the multi-level LED flashlight with SOS mode as a genuine bonus during power outages. This is the one for you if you need a lightweight, affordable AC-capable backup that can actually power medical devices without taking up half your go bag. So let's put these side by side, because the differences are sharper than they look. Capacity-wise, the units we've covered range from compact entry-level options up to serious whole-day power. Charging speed is where most buyers get surprised. Faster input means less time tethered to a wall. On outlets, not every station here gives you a true grounded AC plug, and that matters enormously if you're running a CPAP or nebulizer. Price per watt-hour is the honest equalizer. A lower sticker doesn't always mean a better deal. And medical device compatibility isn't a checkbox. It depends on pure sine wave output, which only some of these deliver. Match the spec to your actual situation, and the right pick becomes obvious. So here's where it lands. Budget and occasional use? The lower cost options get the job done. Need true portability without sacrificing runtime? The mid-range picks earn their price. But if you're running a medical device and can't afford a gamble, pure sine wave output isn't optional. It's the decision. Match the spec to your actual situation, and the right inverter practically selects itself. Links are in the description so you can check current prices before you buy. All the links are in the description. Current prices, right now. If this helped you decide, subscribe. More buying guides just like this one are on the way.